What's up everybody, welcome to another camera comparison video. Today I have this Vivo X100 Pro and Oppo Find X7 Ultra. A lot of my subscribers and regular viewers have requested for this camera comparison video, so finally it's here. Well, before we start the video, there is something I need to mention. If you're subscribed to this channel, then you may know that me and Thea, we have been together for a while, for a long time actually. And suddenly, due to some reason, we had to break up. And that's why I wasn't in a good mood to do any camera comparison or something like that. But finally, I think it's time to do the camera comparison. I have recorded some of the photos and videos with Thea. So yeah, it hurts that we are no more together. That's one thing. And another thing is, in my daily life, I use both the Oppo Find X7 Ultra and Vivo X100 Pro. So I have an emotional attachment to this video. I hope that you will watch through this video and then let me know which of these two camera monsters actually has performed better than the other. Also, let's hope that I'll start feeling better soon and then I'll be able to do more and more videos. If you end up liking this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button and please subscribe to this channel. Support honest content. What's up everybody, welcome to another honest camera comparison video. I know you have been waiting for this video for a long time now, but I had an embargo. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna listen to them anymore because I wanna do a video, do something special for my subscribers. So here is the camera comparison between Oppo Find X7 Ultra and a Vivo X100 Pro. Well, check carefully which smartphone has rendered my skin tone correctly. Well, I think it's Oppo is a bit better, but Vivo definitely has a bit wider dynamic range. What about stabilization? What do you think? Also, listen carefully, both of these two smartphones comes with a secondary noise cancellation microphone, so noise cancellation should be very good. Watch carefully, listen carefully, and then make a comment. Let me know in the comment section which smartphone's selfie camera performance do you prefer. Oh, by the way, both of these two smartphones supports a 4K selfie video recording. So yeah, this video was recorded in 4K 30 frames per second. Well, it's time to flip to the rear cameras, but before that, one request: if you end up liking this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button and please subscribe to this channel. Support honest content. It's a very windy. Okay, the first thing we are gonna check is indoor video. I have recorded some of our moments before. Thea loves to play games, so I have recorded some of her gaming sessions. Let's check the indoor 4K video performance of Vivo X100 Pro and Oppo Find X7 Ultra. Okay, today it's going to be a bit different. Let's start from daytime zoom photos. Truly, I was a bit worried whether Vivo X100 Pro with this 4.3 times zoom lens, which is tagged to an OmniVision OV64B 50 megapixel sensor, can be able to compete with Oppo Find X7 Ultra's 6 times optical zoom lens with a flagship sensor Sony IMX858 or not. After I have taken some 20 times zoom photos, which is 449mm on Oppo and 465mm on Vivo, I'm happy to see that, yeah, both the phones have performed very well. Oppo has a bit more details, better contrast and crisp textures. On the other hand, Vivo has slightly saturated the colors and it gives the whole picture a vivid and vibrant vibe. After cropping in, we can clearly see the differences. Yeah, I need to admit that in most of the photos, the differences are too little to talk about, cause most of the general users, without doing any pixel peeping, won't even notice the differences. Ultra-wide performance of Vivo X100 Pro under bright daylight is like a ride on a roller coaster. Sometimes it's so very good and sometimes it's just way too overexposed. But the point is, Oppo Find X7 Ultra with a far better sensor has failed to impress me. Oh, Yeah, Oppo has a 50 megapixel Lightia 600 sensor and Vivo has a 50 megapixel S5K JN1 sensor. But in most of the photos, Vivo has more details, wider dynamic range, and sharper textures. Oppo has natural white balance along with better color grading. Vivo sometimes has gone for way too much synthetic processing. Look at the sky. Ah, come on, Vivo, fix it. The battle of 1-inch sensors begins. New generation Sony Lightia 900 versus last generation Sony IMX989. Vivo has continued to overprocess sky color. Really, I don't know how to manually turn this down. Anyway, white balance of Vivo's main sensor photos are slightly better than Oppo Find X7 Ultra. But Oppo has more details and definition. Find X7 Ultra under harsh lighting condition has performed slightly better. Clearly, Oppo has wider dynamic range. As a lot of things depends on personal preferences, I think both of these two flagship monsters will be able to satisfy a different group of people with different tastes, cause most of the differences that I have noticed are preferential. And as I prefer contrasty photos with definition, I will go with Oppo. Vivo X100 Pro with its 50 megapixel Sony IMX989 main sensor has grabbed slight more details, processed textures with more definition, and yeah, it seems like exposure is also a bit better. But check the colors. Vivo is nowhere near to the reality. It feels like we have taken the photos in some different environments with different types of lighting. Oppo Find X7 Ultra with its 50 megapixel Sony Lightia 900 has definitely managed to grab and reproduce natural colors, but the difference between the photos are mostly due to the stock camera algorithm. Vivo with its V3 ISP has done everything to sharpen the subject. Even the hairs of Thea is well exposed. We can clearly see the hair strands. On the other hand, Oppo has failed to do so. Well, as I mentioned earlier, me and Thea we no more share the same relationship status as before, and as there was an update, we had to retake the portrait photos. Okay, Eva was around, so we took her portrait photos. Yeah, you can take portrait photos using the 4.3 times zoom lens of Vivo X100 Pro, but I wouldn't recommend that. Rather, using the main sensor at 50mm is much better than that. So it is 3 times dedicated telephoto lens with a dedicated sensor of Oppo versus the main sensor with synthetic bokeh of Vivo. Oppo has slight warm temperature, but it definitely has more details and definition. Trust me, beauty effect was disabled on both the phones. Yet, Vivo has added some beauty effect. Vivo has reproduced true-to-life skin tone, even the hair color is amazingly perfect. However, exposure, shadows, and separation between the subject and background is better on Oppo. Altogether, tough choice. Well, I would like to know about you. Which of these two phones would you choose for portrait photos? Okay, Thea prefers to take photos with the Oppo Find X7 Ultra, but I think Vivo X100 Pro has done better. I think it's almost comparable to Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra's selfie photos. Another set of indoor video clips. These video clips were recorded in 4K 30 frames per second. I think performance of both the phones are quite similar. Stabilization, detail level, exposure, shadows, everything is truly very similar. But Vivo has this color temperature issue. Sometimes it goes warm and sometimes cold. I will let you enjoy the clip. Is it the last time that you are watching Thea on a Hans TikTok video? I don't know. I have taken 50 photos in many different lighting environments and most of the photos are pretty similar, but there are differences. And it won't take long to decide a winner. Zeiss star-coated lens along with Vivo V3 ISP has helped Vivo X100 Pro to recreate the low-light scenarios almost with perfection. I said almost perfect cause it has saturated the colors. And yeah, Vivo has continued to artificially process the sky color. I can say without any hesitation that Sony Lightyear 900 actually has grabbed a lot of details, but the camera algorithm of Oppo isn't that optimized. Check carefully, and you will notice that Oppo has wider dynamic range, better color rendition, but when we check the whole photo, yeah, the photo on the right with better exposure and balanced shadow along with less noise looks much better. Am I the only one, or are you seeing the noise and grains? Have you noticed the exposure issue on the left? Yes, Oppo has struggled a bit under tricky lighting conditions. It doesn't matter whether we have used the 3 times zoom telephoto or the 6 times zoom telephoto lens of Oppo, the results are almost always inferior to Vivo's 4.3 times zoom photos. Only if Vivo could manage the color grading and sky color rendition with efficiency, I would say, wow, Vivo is far ahead. And you know what? Oppo performs slightly better when there are enough lights around. Oppo has processed the same level of details as Vivo, and more importantly, Oppo has always rendered colors with natural tone. Vivo X100 Pro has continuously saturated the colors, always tries to give each and every single photo a vivid and vibrant vibe. Pushing further down the road, even at 10 times zoom, Vivo has done better. Personally, I had a wish that Oppo would win this battle, as it has a better sensor tagged to a longer zoom range. But you already know that didn't happen. I will leave the ultra-wide photos to you. You decide which of these two camera monsters has done better. Oh yeah, there is an international smartphone giveaway going on. To know more about that, check the community tab of this channel.
We can set the world on fire. We can set the world on fire. We can set the world on fire.
Well, what do you think? I think Vivo is slightly ahead of Oppo Find X7 Ultra considering the price. Definitely Vivo is a better choice, but I am going with Oppo Find X7 Ultra with the hope that it will get some updates and then it will get better, it will catch up with Vivo. Personally, I use Oppo Find X7 Ultra as my primary drive, so maybe that's why I'm slightly biased towards this Oppo Find X7 Ultra. I'm sharing my honest opinion with you, but I know for now, Vivo X100 Pro is the camera king of 2024. Do you agree with me? Don't forget to make a comment and share your thoughts and ideas. If you have liked this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button and please subscribe to this channel. Support honest content.